When it comes to celebrating what we've achieved in the world, our Ulster-Scots culture is not good at boasting. This International Women's Day, we are boasting about our women, leading the world in the fight for equality and a world free from bias, stereotypes and discrimination. One Ulster-Scots woman who stands out as breaking the mould is Marianne Mccracken. Born in 1770 into a wealthy Belfast family, she was at least a generation ahead of her time. She was active in social reform and feminism. She campaigned tirelessly for many issues such as improvements in the workhouse, in prisons, and in Belfast mills, where so many women and children suffered. And up until she was 88 years old, Marianne regularly distributed anti-slavery leaflets. Other Ulster-Scots women kept up the struggle for women's equality in education and suffrage. Women like Margaret Morrow-Byers and Elizabeth Bell, fighting for the right for women's degrees to be recognised and for their contributions to society and science to be applauded. Russell Monder, born 1868 in Strabane, County Tyrone, has a lunar crater named after her, but her scientific contribution was unrecognised for much of her life. Yet it was Anne who established the link between sunspot activity and the Earth's climate. Lillian Bland of County Antrim was a journalist and photographer, and was also the first woman in the world to build and fly her own plane in 1910. And let's not forget Amelia Earhart's ancestors were from Londonderry. Ulster-Scots women abroad have contributed just as much. Margaret Corbin, or Captain Molly, was born in Pennsylvania in 1751. Her Cochran family hailed from near Londonderry and took part in the famous siege. Disabled in the American War of Independence, she became the first woman to receive a military pension for her service. Harriet Russell Morrison from Macrafelt, County Londonderry, advocated for women's rights in New Zealand and was instrumental in helping New Zealand become the first independent country to give women the vote in 1893. Maude Glasgow from Cookstown, County Tyrone, was a public health reformer and women's activist in New York from the early 1900s. She championed women suffering domestic violence. Rosa Parks stood up for civil rights in 1950s USA by sitting down on a bus and triggering the Montgomery bus boycott in Alabama. She had ancestors from County Tyrone. Rachel Carson stirred up the modern environmental movement in the 1960s with her book Silent Spring. Her grandparents were from County Antrim. So on International Women's Day, let's celebrate Ulster-Scot women, their strength and their ability to keep society on the move.